What's up, people? Going through phases. Aren't you tired of going through phases? Yeah, I'm tired of going through phases, especially this one. This one, it fucks with me. And mentally, physically, it fucks me up. So, I had this dream. Let me tell you why I had the dream before I tell you what it was, even though I ain't going to go into detail like that, but I'm going to tell you what it was. So, I woke up at 4:30 in the morning, wide awake. I'm like, no, 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 because I'm tired of waking up at 3, 4 in the morning and being up, and then by 8 o'clock I'm dead. So I go, I find my sleep meditation for mind chatter, and it finished too quickly. So I scrolled through to see if I could find another one, and I found one. It was like sleep hypnosis, an hour and some odd minutes. I'm like, cool. Hit that, laid there, listened to him say whatever he was saying, fell asleep. I did not I did not ask for shadow work while I was sleeping, yo. This shit brought up some shit. Now, I'm asleep. I'm dreaming. Little things happen, and then it got to the big stuff, you know. It's a certain person um, in my life that had, really done some shit. And so I did a banishing spell to get this person away, to not take them away because they're not near me. This always bothers my throat chakra, so y'all gotta bear with me on this. So I did a banishing spell. The banishing spell was not to banish the person, but to get them away from me, to leave me alone, to go on about their business. Déjame quieta, because the harassment is real. And sometimes it gets so bad that, yeah. Anyway, so in this dream, he wasn't looking at me. He acknowledged me. I acknowledged him, but he never looked me in the eye. And that tells me that my banishment spell is still in effect. Um, he had asked, okay, so I opened like a bathroom stall, and I went to get like my jacket, and he was like, can I get some sleep? And usually when he would say this, because he done been doing all these damn drugs and all this bullshit, and he was tired, and he's gonna sleep for like 3 whole damn days, right? So I was like, I don't give a shit. I closed the door and I went on about my business. And then here we are, locked in this room together with this other female. He never spoke to me. I never spoke to him. He knew I was there, but all the engagement was between him and her. And I'm watching. She's talking to me, um, but he's not. So therefore, I feel like my spell is still in effect. So that's good. So now, anyway, I wake up and I'm like, hold up, there was a big ass spider in the dream. Okay, no, I don't wake up. Let me just go back to that part. So anyway, so I go into the bathroom, and I'm sorry, y'all. I go into the bathroom. In the bathroom, I take off my shirt, and somebody comes banging on the door. It's some older woman. I think it was her house, and she's trying to get in. She's actually looking for them, the guy. I mean, him and her. And so she sees that someone is in the bathroom, but she doesn't know who it is, and it's me. And so I got my shirt off, and I'm like, wait a minute, wait a minute. This bottle right here was in my dream, and it was a representation of my shirt. I couldn't get my shirt on because I couldn't open this. And in my mind, it was like, if I open this, it'll open up my shirt. Made no sense to me. Still doesn't. I don't know. Maybe later. Anyway, so there's this big ass red spider. It's in the corner. And it's big as hell. And it's like this close to me. And I'm watching it. And I'm taking my chances with it. Then opening the door for her. So as much as I'm afraid of spiders, I was more worried, not afraid, but more worried about the person at the door. I didn't fear this person, so I don't know. But the spider walked this big ass over to the tub and disappeared. Now, my thing about spiders is, for me, I always look at spiders as something that's coming out of the woodwork, something that's coming out of the dark, and it's coming for you. That's the energy I get from spiders. Although I know that sometimes spiders can be something spiritual, but for me, I don't want to see a spider. It could be this big and I'm out. The whole house is getting left and abandoned. Not one that's like this big. So I found it kind of strange that it was that big and I stood in there instead of hauling ass. I don't know. I kind of trusted it, I guess, more. Like, you see me, I see you, you go on about your business, okay? And that's what it did. So, anyway, I pulled some cards for myself. I pulled some cards because I need to know, do I need to do another keep away spell? Is something coming out of the woodwork to harass me again? Or why is this being brought up during foreshadow work? You know what I mean? Like, this is like the most shadow work on this subject that, and it makes you not want to do the fucking shadow work because it's like, yo, you can have me crippled for the next couple of days. Like, I can't fucking deal with it. But you deal with it. You do the shit. And the funny thing about shadow work is that that shit is never done. You don't heal, as people say, because if you heal, it is never coming back. But you learn to deal, and and you move on, and if it's like abandonment, parents abandoning you, whatever. You can't look at your parents after shadow work, look at your parents and be like, it's okay, you left me. Like, that shit isn't even real. You're going to always have that sting. Okay. So, I pulled some cards. I'm sorry, my throat chakra be like. That's why I don't do videos, man. Because it be getting me all the time. Anyway. Okay, so these are the cards I pulled. The High Priestess, the King of Cups, and the Tower. So the High Priestess, I thought about it and I was like, okay, that's my spiritual essence. The King of Cups is my emotional essence. And the Tower is my physical essence. So I pulled other cards instead of evaluating those. I went to my spirit animal deck and I shuffled and picked a card, which was the Nightingale. The wasp spirit came out, so I used that too. For my emotional card, I pulled the giraffe spirit. And for my physical, I pulled the buffalo spirit and the wolf was hiding behind it, so I used that too. Okay, so the nightingale is the one that I chose, but the wasp is the one that showed its ass, right? So to me, the wasp is the important message here, as the nightingale is the supporting character. So the nightingale, it says love is all around. And as far as spirit goes, the nightingale spirit is here to support me. She carries out this message in a way of love and comfort and throughout the night. And she makes sure she is heard. She doesn't care about being seen. She just wants to make sure that you feel and hear her spirit. The wasp is here to make sure I know that this is going to hurt. The wasp can be considered the hermit. So I'll have to really sit on this and work through it. A wasp sting, it really lingers. And, well, that's just so you can learn your lesson and stay the hell away from them. The message is also that I grow from this situation, that I have something of value that I can walk away from and move on. Under the King of Cups and my emotional state, let's see. The giraffe spirit is here to say that I need to come outside of the emotional aspect of it. I need to get a different perspective, see things beyond the veil. He's showing me that I'm in a low vibrational state, even though the King of Cups may be of the highest rank. I am still drinking from this cup. The giraffe is saying that I'm not who I think I am. I am one of a kind and I should be hella proud. Well, damn, this giraffe is kind of going off on me. All right, I get it. All right, now for the physical aspect of my reading, I have the buffalo spirit. The buffalo spirit is telling me that I will need a lot of strength to get through this journey. It's a long one, and that my freedom lies in its success, that the reward will be plenty, will be abundant. Like the buffalo, I'm a survivor, and I have to evoke that spirit to physically get through this entire ordeal. Now, that sneaky ass wolf that tried to make his way into my reading. The wolf is showing his face of familiarity, like we've been here before. He is encouraging me. The wolf is the teacher, and he never leaves his pack. They always have your back, so it's like a reassurance to not be afraid. Use all my senses. Listen to myself. Listen to everything that's around me. Pay attention. I have to have tremendous self control and not react to anything. Overall, I don't feel like this is going to be an actual physical situation. This is going to be all spiritual. This is shadow work at its core, and it's going to rock me if I do not begin or if I do not accept it. I'm going to go ahead and dive into this slowly because you can't rush through these things. And it's a lot of hard work. So, all right, people. I appreciate the ear. Begin your own shadow work. You get messages all the time and you ignore them. Things come to you and you're not sure what they mean. But if you dig deep or you get someone to help you dig deep, you can figure out what's really going on. Accept your journey. Figure out what's going on. With that being said, peace out, y'all. Enjoy.